Hello, welcome to my new workshop. You can probably tell it's not finished yet. I don't have electricity or lights in here or a floor or a ceiling, but I did just finish painting and I think it looks pretty good. My next task is to put down some laminate flooring. It's just cheap stuff, but I think it would look better than a raw ply floor. What I could do is push all this stuff to one side and then start my floor and get as far across as I can and then move all the stuff back across to the other side and then finish it. But doesn't that just sound so annoying? Instead, what I'm going to do is build a rack for timber on this wall behind me here. And hopefully I can get a lot of what's on the floor up here and out of the way. So I'm going to measure up here and then pack up what I need and head to my actual workshop and start building it. I cannot tell you how many times over the last few years I've had to pack up bags of tools to either bring them here or bring them to my workshop. I always seem to need something that's in the other place. And of the many reasons that I'm looking forward to having this place set up, not having to do that is one of the big ones. So my design is going to be pretty much the same as these ones that I already have on the wall here. I'm going to start by cutting the uprights. I'm going to have 3 of them to begin with, and they'll be made up of 2 strips of 18mm birch ply laminated together. And so I'm cutting 6 of those here. So for the supports themselves, I want to find some way of doing it that sort of straddles the line between repeatability and economics, that leaves me with the least amount of waste. I was thinking maybe if I cut a long, pretty wide piece like this, I could have oriented them this way. So then these triangles are the waist. If I set this angle on the miter saw and then cut the straights on the table saw, I can just go back and forth between the two and batch them out. The next day I realized as soon as I woke up this morning that if I had have turned my miter saw the other way and fed the material in through the other side, I could have set up a stop block and it would have been altogether quicker and more repeatable and more accurate. Anyway, right now I'm going to get these uprights glued together and put to the side and then drill all my pilot holes in the support pieces. That took 25 minutes. Alright, so that's all the parts cut. I'm going to give these a real quick sanding and then I'm going to go home and have dinner. If I was smart, I would leave all the pieces here and come back tomorrow and assemble them. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring all the parts with me and assemble them in my new workshop. Even though I don't have a bench, it just means I don't have to come back here tomorrow and I'm eager to get these on the walls. So watch me struggle at home. Hello. It is 7:30 in the morning. My phone is still cracked from when I dropped a router bit onto it last year. My plan for this morning is to get all these brackets assembled and hopefully put up onto the wall before I have to go to work, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. That is so solid. I could probably hang from it. Will I do it just for a sec? Ooh. It didn't feel great, but yeah. Do you know what? I don't think it's going to have to hold 60 kilos of wood, so I think it'll be fine. Ooh, I'm going to work in 4 minutes. I'd love to finish it right now, but I'm going to have to stop and come back on my lunch break, which is right now. I have an hour. Let's go. So right here is halfway on a stud. My initial attempts to get the second bracket up was absolutely pathetic. I was just trying to hold it up in place, but every time I checked the level, it slipped. And I was too lazy to get something to sit it on, so I just kept trying it for so much longer than I want to admit, honestly. And all the while, my arms were getting more and more tired. Eventually, I caved and got a couple of pieces of wood and shamed it to the right height, and it was just so much easier. I did have to take it off again because I trapped the tape underneath it, but I did it. In the end, I did it. I got it done. All right, that took so much work, but it looks good, right? It's in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be here. I'm going to move it because it's going to annoy me. What can you do? All right. That was significantly easier the second time, thankfully. Ah, the tape. I forgot the tape again. Ah! Nice. Oh lads, that took a lot longer than I was expecting. It is an uncharacteristically beautiful April day, so I'm absolutely sweating. I have to go back to work soon, but I have just enough time to get some wood onto this thing, which I'm really excited about. I can't wait to see it, so let's get to it. There's a lot of stuff buried under other stuff. I did expect to get more up here, but these big ones were like really part of the problem because they're a lot harder to maneuver. It only took me about 10 minutes to get this place into much better shape, obviously. There's still quite a lot of stuff on the ground that I'm going to have to move when it comes time to put my floor down. But this looks great. It's super clean, it's sturdy, it's expandable, it's going to be really functional. And it was the first workshop project, so I'm really excited about that. First of many. I think calling this anything other than a success will be quite cynical. Nasty, some would say. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back real soon, having made something else, no doubt. So I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.